In the darkest corners of our Earth, monsters do not sleep, they wait. For centuries, ancient titans roamed our world, gods of destruction and guardians of balance. But when man dug too deep, when power was unleashed in secret labs in war-torn lands, something awoke beneath the sea. Low underwater rumble, cut to glowing spikes moving in the black ocean. The beast with fire in his blood, Godzilla, a force of nature forged by nuclear wrath, silent, relentless, unstoppable. Far away in the jungles of Skull Island, another awakens, the last of his kind, a king born in chains, raised in rage, visuals of Kong roaring on a cliff, lightning flashing behind him. They were never meant to meet. The world could barely survive one. Quick flashes, volcano erupts, cities crumble, monster claws tear through steel. But now, something ancient is stirring, a forgotten evil buried in the hollow earth, one that threatens to tear the skies apart and crack the planet in two. And so, the call has gone out, not for peace, not for mercy, but for war. This is the wrath of Titans. I used to think monsters were just stories, tales told to scare children. But now I know the truth. They're real, ancient, angry, waiting. Godzilla rose from the depths like a god made of fire. And Kong, he roared back like thunder, as if the earth itself gave him breath. We called them titans, but we were wrong. They don't fight for us. They fight for something older, bigger, something we can't control. And now, something worse is coming. Something even they might not be able to stop. This isn't just a fight. It's the final war of monsters. The battle is over, but the scars remain. Cities lie in ruin, oceans have boiled, skies still burn red from the rage of gods. They came not to destroy, but to survive, to claim their place in a world that forgot who the real kings were. Godzilla returned to the depths, his roar fading into silence. Kong walked back into the shadows of the jungle, wounded but unbeaten. And we, the ones who watched, who ran, who fought, we now know the truth. We are not the top of the food chain. But something still stirs beneath the ash. A pulse in the dark, a whisper in the bones of the earth. Because the war we just survived was only the beginning. The Titans have returned, but something else is coming.